Yo, Grand Rising all. Feel what I'm saying? Ain't no good morning around here. Everything has a double meaning. Think about that. When you mourn somebody, you know what that means. Like you mourning a death. So saying good morning is like you casting away any positive thing from happening in your day. So I just say grand rising or good day to all. It's some thought-provoking things to think about through your day. Surround yourself with love and you get love, right? Ain't that simple? Surround yourself with hate and things you gotta question, and that's what you're gonna do throughout your whole day. You gotta plan your day ahead of time, and you gotta command things that you want to happen, and then walk in your day, and you'll be amazed, so for the words that you speak, what your day would be like. Because you gotta think about this. Your vocabulary, your language, in school, they call words like spelling words. So when you say words, subconsciously or consciously, you casting spells upon the next person, yourself, for the day, due to the things that you say. Because all words have a frequency, it sounds. The same way you say hate, you can literally feel the vibration of that word before it even reenacts into the air. Love, you feel the vibration and the frequency from that word. So say uplifting words, and you will feel uplifted. You gotta reprogram your mind to the things that was taught in front of you. It's like when you go to McDonald's and you order a burger with no pickles. You don't just get the burger and eat it, right? You check first to see if there's no pickles in your order. So that's what you do through your day when you wake up. You do some self-evaluation checks on what you want your day to be like, who you want to meet today, and you throw it in the atmosphere and let the universe guide you into everything that you're feeling. Because whether you believe it or not, everything is vibration and everything is frequency. You talk that low vibrational, negative, gangster stuff, so-called gangster stuff, then that's what you're going to attract to yourself. Low vibrational people. If you keep saying you a street dude or you a block dude, and no matter what, you're going to be a block dude, you playing right into the hands of the government or the higher powers, the 1% that, yeah, as a man thinketh, so he is. So you can't blame your surroundings. What you say is exactly what you say. That's exactly what you're going to attract, and you can't blame society for what is coming out of your mouth. You also got to change your world view of yourself and how you view yourself, not how the world views you, because once you change how you view yourself, it doesn't really matter how the outside world views you. As long as you know within your being you are who you say you are, then that's all that matters. And a lot of people like to say easier said than done with doing things. And all that does is stagnate your process. Nothing's easier said than done. Just do it. And then you'll realize it's done. Whether it's easy, whether it's hard, regardless of the fact of the matter, you gotta do it. Because ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Ain't nobody gonna get you out of your situation. God is not gonna come rescue you and get you out of your situation. We all are walking images of God. He gave you power. He gave you everything that you need spiritually to coexist in this land. Now, if you're looking for something else on the outside of you and you feel no satisfaction, then that's on you. Because everything starts from the inside and then it reflects to the outside. You got to be the truest version of yourself and be unapologetic for being the person you were created to be. For me, for instance, I ain't Mr. Positive. I ain't Mr. Negative. I just am who I am. And I am whatever I say I am. When I go to any organization, when I go to my job, when I'm around people, I never sacrifice my character to suit no one's ego. That goes for any place I go. Narcotics Anonymous, uh, like I said, my job, the outside world, the streets, because all this shit is programmed. You know what I'm saying? Some people want you to act the way they want you to act, and then the minute you don't act the way they want you to act, they start acting funny. Well, you got to remain authentic to yourself, and you will attract what you are, people that are authentic, because everybody ain't for everybody. And once you realize that, your life would be way more easier. It's like doing something in your past that was like above yourself, and then now you're seeking validation, or you want people to react a certain way because you apologizing them for the things you did. Once you forgive yourself and you put that frequency out there, you're not responsible for anything that happens after that unless you go back chasing your apology. You apologize, you leave it as that, and then you keep moving with your life. You know what I'm saying? Don't stagnate yourself trying to appear or be something to somebody. That's why I say you go where you value and not where you need it, because once you fulfill a purpose of someone else where you need it and you give them what they need, and then they don't need you no more, you're expendable, then you start feeling some type of way. But that'll never happen if you go where you value, where you know people love you, where you know people appreciate you, where you know your works is getting appreciated. Because as much as people like to say they don't seek validation from nothing or no one, we all sought validation when we came into this world. We sought validation through our parents. And when we didn't get that validation from our parents, we went to the outside world to go get it. Whether it was a gang, whether it was a church, religion, you got to be comfortable with yourself before you decide to be comfortable with somebody else. You got to know who you are. And I ain't got to tell you who you are, because I know who I am. To the core of my being, I know who I am. What you see is an illusion, because this flesh is temporary. You put fire to my skin, you can't see me anymore because I burn and I turn into a skeleton. But the spirit that drives my body is eternal. It is forever. It is energy, brute force, and energy does not die. So don't scare yourself into believing that when you die, you're going to go to a fiery pit of hell and burn forever. That's just the government's way of controlling you, to make you feel bad for the things that you've done, because they know once you realize the truth, you're going to overcome all flaws. You're going to overcome everything. Once you reprogram your mind and change the way you believe. See, the truth is for everybody, but not necessarily everybody is ready for the truth, because it's like agents in the matrix and stuff. Because once you give out certain information to people that's been programmed, and you tell them the truth, it hit their program, and then they start acting like demons. They start twitching. No, that ain't true. Knowledge, my people fell for lack of knowledge. Once you go out and seek the knowledge and find the knowledge, that's when the world really opens up. When you unlearn what you have learned, that's when you find out the truth. Like all this shit with racism and politics and all of that shit is a distraction to separate you from the rest. But at the same time, sometimes you gotta separate yourself to And they call it isolation. I don't give a fuck. Sometimes you gotta separate yourself to get your energy back up, to recharge. You can't always be around people and environments, especially those draining environments. People would drain your shit like vampires. So with that being said, I want all y'all to have a good day. It's God Your Voice, Rebirth, Divine, 777.